I applied to NBC Universal Internship online. Like they have a online portal and you apply online. But I'd heard about it through like their Instagram. There's NBC Universal Interns Instagram account, and they promote all the different positions when they're applying, and I applied. I applied 4 times over the course of, no, I think I applied like 6 times. Summer, academic year, and then like summer and then academic year. Mm-hmm. So I really wanted it. I applied a bunch of times, didn't get it.
So 5 times you didn't get it?
Yeah.
Okay.
So you got to keep, you got to keep going. I applied a bunch of times, and then I ended up using LinkedIn to kind of make connections because I wanted to somehow differentiate myself of like, how do I, connect with someone there and just learn more about it. Because I was really curious about the internship. I was curious about the company, but I wanted to know more. So I used LinkedIn to connect with an alumni who went to both Viewpoint school and NYU, which was super cool, to connect and say like, I'm super curious. I'm an undergraduate student at NYU. Would love to know more about, your job. Love to know more about the company. So through learning more about it, I was able to learn like, what do I want to write about, right? Like what do I want to put in my application that will make me stand out, that'll make them flag my application after like 6 times. Like, how can I differentiate myself? And it was using LinkedIn to make that inroad, which was super helpful. Because again, like the more people you know, the better, in any job. But if you know a lot of people before, you see them or you recognize their photo, you recognize their job title. When you get there on day one, you can kind of be like, oh, okay, I recognize them, I know
Such
them.
good advice, such good advice.
So cool.
You reached out to her. What did you say?
I said, hey, nice to meet you. I saw on LinkedIn that you're I saw that you're like a patriot and a like a Viewpoint, like our logo's like the violet. I was like, I think you're a patriot and you're also a violet, like so am I, like that's crazy. Anyways, like would love to connect and hear more about your job. I'm an undergraduate film student who's all, really interested in working in late night television. If you have like 5 or 10 minutes, would love to connect over the phone or over Zoom. And then a few weeks later we did. I got to ask.
So she said yes.
Yeah, she was super, super nice. And I think a lot of people are receptive to like using that student card is super helpful. You're a curious student, you're a passionate student about the industry that they work in. And I would love to hear more. And people love to, people love to talk. People like to talk about, about their jobs and to talk to people that are curious. So she was super, super nice.
So you had coffee, you connected.
Yeah, we had a phone call. And then I kept in touch. I said, I would send segments on the show that I thought were really interesting or that I really, really liked, just to kind of keep in touch and stay in her inbox, and just so she could, not forget about the curious Viewpoint and NYU alum. So I would send clips or kind of ask questions throughout the spring until the application process began in April, just to kind of like maintain a really nice relationship, because it was really generous of her to like respond to me and give me her time, which I like really appreciate. So I kept in touch and then applied and kind of said like, hey, just letting you know. And that was, and then I interviewed 3 times. I had my first interview and I was on a trip in Vietnam, and it was like 4 a.m. So I put like a tie on and lit my background and then did a Zoom. It was cool.
I love the lengths that you go to get something that you want. I think that was always so special about you.
Thank you.
And it really pays off, right?
Yeah, you gotta really want.
You have to do it, and you do it. So you get the job.
Yeah.
How's your first day?
Super exciting. I was super nervous, but working in 30 Rockefeller Center is like a very fun place to work. Yeah. It's great. There's really fun energy. When you make a television show, like every day you tape a show is unmatched. So rain or shine, if I have a good day or a bad day, or if it's snowing outside or if it's hot outside, like there'll be a television show.
And it's snowing a lot, yeah.
And it's snowing a lot, exactly. So it's really, really special.
So you started this while you were at NYU, but now you've graduated. And are you working full time?
Yeah, I'm able to work more hours now that I'm done in the upcoming weeks, like semester time. But the internship's academic year, so it runs from September to May. Okay. And then it'll be over officially in May, around the time of like.
Do you have any plans what to do after May?
I'm working on that now. It's a great question. Hoping to continue working in the space. There's a great pre-professional page program at NBC where you can work in different departments that kind of rotate through NBC. So it could be Saturday Night Live, or it could be, the Tonight Show. Like all the pages kind of go throughout the entire organization, both in New York and in Universal City in LA. So I'm seeing what works best.
Let's go back a little bit to back to NYU. Your experiences at NYU. I would have assumed that you would have taken a lot of different kind of film classes, different kind of film projects. Can you tell me about those a little bit and what you concentrated on doing?
Yeah. So it was really interesting because your first 2 years at Tisch are very structured. You don't really get to pick a lot of what you do. A lot of it is you basically have 4 classes you need to take first semester, second semester, the freshman classes, and then the sophomore classes. Your time as an underclassman, as a junior and senior, you have a lot more variation. You can pick certain electives. You can pick, let's say I only want to take screenwriting classes. From now on, like I want to be a screenwriter. I can take 2 screenwriter classes and 2 screenwriter classes and 2 screenwriter classes and just like write for the next couple of years. Let's say I want to be a cinematographer and I just want to do cinematography. I can take camera 1, camera 2, camera 3, and then by camera 3 you're working with like the biggest, you know, like rigs and ever. You can
Nice.
zone in on like what do you want to do, you can do. My sophomore year, I enrolled in a documentary class. It's I would kind of describe it as like film for in like your niche. So you have 3 options you can do. It's called Sight and Sound. You can do Sight and Sound documentary, which is you get in a crew and you make a documentary. So literally film for or Sight and Sound studio. So it's like a sitcom style. So 3 cameras. You have a director, you have people who work on cast, you cast Tisch actors to come and act in your scene. You can do scenes from television, you can write your own scene, and then it's multicam. So you can like you're in the call, you know, direction room, like camera 1, camera 2, zoom in. It's like
That's
really
great.
fun. It's a studio.
Fun.
And then the third option is Sight and Sound filmmaking, which is literally just film for. It's you get in a crew and you make a film, I think that's between like 5 and 10 minutes. And you basically are using all of those skills that you learned in your first year, which is the basics of writing, the basics of using a camera. You start like real bare bones. We start with silent films, black and white, 30 seconds, a minute, minute 30. Like it's very similar structure to Viewpoint school film where you're like, we're going to put a camera in your hands now. We're going to teach you how to turn it on. We're going to teach you how to like mic someone. We're going to teach you how to put a boom. Like people come in with different skill levels and you want to make sure everyone's on a level playing field. So it's really, really cool. So the sophomore year class Sight and Sound documentary, I was able to make a couple really cool projects, including like my favorite project that I made in college, which was this film about kind of like the Jewish community at NYU and in New York, like right after the October 7th attack in Israel, which obviously had shockwaves across the world and in big cities in the States like New York. So I was able to kind of document my experience. It's not a happy film, just as you know, but
I've seen that film. It's a very interesting film. It's very well done.
Thank you.
It's riveting even.
Thank you.
It keeps you in your seat.
Thank you. But that was kind of one of the first moments where I was like, I felt very attached to like a thing that I had made. I don't know if I felt that attachment like exactly since then, but it was really personal. So that was really cool to use, school equipment and to make something that kind of like left the classroom, if that makes sense. Like it really stuck with me, which is cool.